Okay, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is my second video in the main quest series of Fallout 76. Now, I just logged back in, and it doesn't actually save you where you logged out. It always saves you at, like, the closest point to where you logged out. That's a fast travel point, I believe. So, here we are right within the city limits of Flatwoods. Now, in editing the last video, I did notice a couple things that I missed. First of all, I didn't bother to check behind the church over here in Flatwoods. There was talk of a grave back there, and I actually do want to go check on that real quick, and given that we're this close, I may as well. And then secondly, over here is the Vault-Tec Agricultural Research Center, and you can find one of the Overseer's logs there. I found it in my last playthrough. Now, the thing about that is that while I'd like to keep this pretty much straight down the line to doing just the main quest, the problem is you can't just do the main quest. You have to level yourself up as well, because you'll end up having to go places all the way over the mountains, like over here at this asylum right here and stuff like that, and all over to Watoga and everything. So, and those are much higher level areas than you would get to if you just follow the main quest. Now, like yesterday, whenever it is, the previous video to this one will come out. Will have come out, I suppose. We left Vault 76, headed down through the Gilman Lumber Mill, Wixton Homestead, and over to the town of Flatwoods. Well, over to the Overseer's camp, then down to Flatwoods. And now we need to go to the Morgantown Airport, but along the way we're going to stop off over here at the Gauley Mine, and probably at the Morgantown train yard as well, because, again, we have to level up along the way, or we're not going to be able to do the higher level content. So, let's check out that if that gravesite is there or not, and then we'll head over to the Morgantown Airport. There's a possum. Let's see, is it? Nope. I've yet to experience one of those being hostile, even though they always show up with red lettering on their names. You can find a lot of the same plants you could find in Fallout 4. Like those glowing mushrooms up there. Technically not plants, I know, but... And you can see just then I got 10 rads just for walking through that little bit of river right there. The water in the forest, at the very least, seems to be much more radioactive. Now, I've not experienced that as much later in the game, but that could be just because I've got more radiation resistance. So... Ooh, Confessions of an Addict. Okay.
Well, this is it, I guess. Rock bottom, I think they call it. I still miss him. Billy. I knew he was too young for me. But it made me feel good. Though, it's the old Billy.
Automated warning to all responders. The Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians. And take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
We'll take part in this event real quick, just because it'll give us the chance to get a hold of that Overseer's log. Looks like that person's wearing some excavator power armor. I don't know why I'm not using my gun that has a sniper rifle. Let's see. There we are. Not a sniper rifle, has a scope on it. There we go. Now, technically, you could go over every robot that's here and try to kill them, but there's really only 3 robots you have to kill before you go in and make it so that the computer stops targeting people. And what's going on here is the robots are supposed to be creating fertilizer, but they've run out of materials. And they're now targeting people to turn them into fertilizer. Oh, looks like some Chinese robots have joined the fray. Nope. Alright. Now we can head on in. Alright, so this area is filled with feral ghouls and robots. But let's just get down there quickly. Console's down here in the basement. Oh! That was a little bit of a bug there. And like you saw there, we just removed humans from the targeting list. Note to Mac. Mac, we need you. The Scorched were seen over by Tilly's farm. They're staying with us now. But it's only us and the children. All the men are in Morgantown. We haven't heard from you in weeks. Sorry, from them in weeks. You've been away so long working on those damn bots. Come home. Love, Marjorie. Oh, can't grab it. Dang, and so I'm going to take that note with me, but I couldn't actually pick it up, and in the process I missed seeing what I actually got rewarded, so let's see if we can make that out real quick here. Well, to tell the truth, I don't remember specifically what items I might have had and which ones I didn't. Let's see if we got any new plans. We had this. The metal hook, I think, is new. But, alright. Yeah. There's a machine here that you can use to make fertilizer, I think? No, I guess this is that the robots could use to make fertilizer. Then they do have it's odd. They got fertilizer in here, acid and things like that. Oh, interesting. Definitely take that. I don't really need the... Oh, actually, do I need the armor? Let's see what if it's better than what we're currently wearing. It says it has more damage resistance. So let's see. Okay. 5 and 2 versus 1 and 2. So yeah, definitely. Okay. And they do have these mushrooms here, these fire caps. You can use those to make some medicines, but I'm not going to end up doing that before those things would spoil, so I'm going to leave those there. Starlight Berries. I don't think I've actually come across those before. I probably have and just don't remember it. Let's see what they do. They restore a little bit of food. You have a small disease chance. Okay. What else do we have in here? A lot of acid and fertilizer. Snaptail reed. Alright, but I didn't really come here to loot. So let's go and just grab the Overseer's stuff. And we can head out. Are these actually still hostile? Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, here we go. Overseer's Journal, Entry 1. And I realized that was the first time I told it not to play. Well, and it didn't play, you know.
Overseers, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something for me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault-Tec. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. I remember one year at the Autumn Festival, me running through the corn maze, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. Wasn't gonna happen. I guess I was always hitting life fast. Couldn't just be a pioneer scout, I had to make troop leader. Couldn't just be a good student. I had to have straight A's. God, I miss those early days. Being a kid. The three of us, our simple life. Our simple house. I wonder if it's still standing.
Okay, now that starts an entirely different set of Overseer quests. because that's not technically part of her main journey where she's going up to Morgantown Airport and beyond. That one, as it says right there, takes you to Sutton first. So we will follow that, but not now. And the reason I didn't leave immediately is because for some reason in Fallout 76 it stops playing holotapes whenever you walk through doors, unlike Fallout 4. Okay, that should do it. And again, I wasn't here to loot it, otherwise I would have taken everything. Okay, now just real quick, we can take a look at the map again. And Sutton is, let me see if I can remember exactly where it is. It's right here. Oh, right there as well. So this is Sutton Station down here, I believe. Okay, so we'll be heading up this way, though. I've never been up to that bridge yet. Well, I haven't been up to that bridge yet. That's kind of stupid to say never. I'm looking forward to going up there at some point, but I haven't really had the occasion to. But yeah, it's a there is a real life bridge like that, but not exactly like that. But anyway, obviously, I mean, it's not falling apart and everything. These must be the cows that were lured down here by Delbert, the reverend who lives here in this house. It's very neat how they show you a man of sincere faith who's having to struggle with his faith after the bombs fell. I really do like the responders, and again, it just makes me wish a little bit that there actually were people you could talk to, other members of the responders. And my hope is that at some point in the future, they'll add in NPCs. Let's see. Do I actually need to repair anything? Let's check. Well, depends on whether or not I end up using these things. I'm probably not going to actually end up using some of these things like this 44 revolver or the pipe wrench. And let's scrap that pipe revolver. So we just got a scope for the pipe revolver, but I don't really need that either. And I got the walking cane, so I don't need the machete. And I can scrap everything else, though. All the little bits of junk that I still have. And I can scrap that, now that I think about it. Didn't need that leather leg anymore. A lot of cows around here. Really is an incredibly beautiful world. This is not the only bus stop you'll find like this in the world. There are several others, usually in towns about the size of Flatwoods. Now this is the third time that I've killed these dogs. So I'd have to say that I believe that they spawn here on this road. Haven't had to kill a mole rat yet, but who knows, maybe that guy just hasn't shown himself yet. Let's see if the meat has respawned. No. Okay. And there's that same robot. He may not be hostile, though, this time. He may just pretending to be hostile. Heck, he may not have even been hostile the first time I killed him. He just showed up as red. Yep. Alright. I had been hoping that because this game takes place only 25 years after the war, that there would still be some vehicles that were functional, but unfortunately that does not seem to be the case. Here again is the Overseer's camp, and we can drop off some stuff in the stash. Store all junk at least. Okay. Already have all that. I don't know if y'all are probably you'll probably see this. There has been a little bit of strange stuttering going on in this part of the playthrough. I'm not sure what it's been caused by. I think that the connection's not perfect today, and I did notice that when I was picking something up, it did seem to take it a little bit longer to get to my inventory than usual. Protectrons. See now, because they're showing up in red, and I'm going to assume this guy is hostile. Yep. Ooh, it's a melee bot. Given that I can shoot and he can't, though, I'm not terribly frightened of him. Ah. Okay. Now we switch to something else. I like how the armor breaks down. There we are. Looks like the fusion flea. I'm not sure if that person came flying out the windshield or if they just hit the person with the car. It's hard to tell. There is obviously blood on that rock, but anyway. I've done some more research on nuclear bombs in the past year or two. And what I've found is that, at least speculation is, that most cars would not actually fail in the case of an electromagnetic pulse, because the structure of the car with the metal box around it is kind of like a Faraday cage. That would make it so that it's less likely that it's actually going to fry all the computers. So we got some feral ghouls fighting some Scorched here. May as well sit back and watch it for a second just to see how it goes. I didn't hear any gunshots for a minute there. I was thinking maybe the feral ghouls had already won. Let's give him some help. Come on. There we go. Oh, they're on to me. I'm going to try out this cane. It's not a bad weapon. Gotta worry about this truck blowing up. Okay. It's a bit disturbing how many of these feral ghouls are dressed up like firefighters and park rangers and everything like that. Not a terrible amount of loot here at the Slocum's Joe. But there's a little bit. And there's a note. Justin's note. So it finally happened. What the government and the news kept saying. A giant war, and bombs and missiles and stuff. And a lot of people panicking trying to get into Vault 76. It was pretty crazy out there for a while, and I got separated from everyone. My friends, my family. But it's alright. I'll find them again someday. And I know Christian and the others can handle themselves. So for now, it's time to go exploring. West Virginia may be a little wilder than it used to be, but no one can handle those country roads like me. From Justin Cole. Okay, what else do we have in here? Tinkerer's Bench. I can use that. I need ammo. And I can scrap some stuff too. So, let's scrap some of these pistols. Aligned, very short barrel. I'm looking forward to just seeing what that looks like. I don't really need to scrap an individual item. That may have been the only item that I actually had to scrap like that. Don't believe that that's my current pipe action. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, so scrap that. And I think that'll do for now. But let's see if we can make any ammunition. I should have enough materials to do so. I believe that every crafting station is linked to your stash, so you don't actually have to carry everything to a workbench to use it. Man, I've got such a tiny amount of gunpowder, and that's so rare for me, but I haven't fought any super mutants yet. Super mutants I've generally found to have at least a piece of gunpowder each on them. So yeah, let's see. Well, I can make some 308 rounds. And I'll make some 10 mil as well, because I've been using those both. Alright, and I leveled up too. An open perk pack! Serendipity, Happy Camper, Hard Bargain, and Lead Belly. And the joke? Want to keep a cat from drowning? Take the sack out of the river. Oh, that is dark. Okay. I think it's going to be a while before I can get any more lockpicking and hacking cards. I will probably eventually get more traveling pharmacy cards, but I'll hold off on that for now. I'm definitely going to consider getting Lone Wanderer because taking 10% less damage and getting 10% more AP regen is very nice. I wouldn't mind getting another level of Lead Belly, but hold off on that for now. There are a couple of skills within agility that I wouldn't mind having. The Action Bow is very nice. And Scrounger is actually a very, very nice perk. I think I'm going to go with Lone Wanderer, so I'm going to actually put a point in Charisma. And, oh, now I can actually, well, I guess Lone Wanderer takes up 2 Charisma points, so that'll do. And, oh, I've got Serendipity, so well below 30% health gain at 15% chance to avoid damage. That's actually pretty nice. Okay, well, that's taking up my 1 point of luck now. Anyway, let's keep heading up the road. This is the only Slocum's Joe I've found so far, and unfortunately you can't go inside. Other than that little back room, I mean. It'd be kind of neat if they, well, of course they're going to do additional content for this game, but it'd be actually kind of neat if they added, like Nuka World, like the Fallout 4 DLC, but like at this point in time, right after the war. And again, like hopefully at some point there will be NPCs in the game. That's what I'm really hoping for, and it'd be really cool to see all those folks before they turn into ghouls and everything like that. Alright. I need to take some rat away pretty soon. That's a good 20% of my health that's taken up by rads. I would love to get a rifle at some point here. Oh. Every time I come across one of those bolt action pistols, I'm going to grab it so I can break it down. And hopefully get a mod. Okay. Oh, short hunting rifle. Excellent. Where is that coming from? Whatever it is, it's not after me. So I always take anything with gears, like that adjustable wrench. Okay, let's scrap some crap. And we got some weapons to scrap too. And I think I actually will, well, let's see what I can do with the short hunting rifle before I take away my only scoped weapon. So, modify and repair. Okay, anything I can actually do to this? Put a long barrel on it. And what exactly does that do? That dramatically increases the range and lowers the accuracy by 1. I'm not sure how that would lower accuracy, but yeah, that's a huge increase to range, so we'll go ahead and do that. Also, how does that make it lighter than a standard short barrel? That makes no sense. If I could, if I had any nuclear material, I'd make a reflex sight for this, but I don't. And that'll have to do for now. Definitely going to add that to my favorites, though. Let's see. Anything that needs repair? Not immediately. Oh, actually, I do want to see what that very short barrel looks like for this. Oh. I guess it just looks like what it looks like without this whole contraption on the front. Oh well. I was hoping for something a little bit more showy than that, but oh well. Let's see if there's anything else out here before we head on in. Oh. Can I get back up? No, I'll probably have to take another way. I'll take those grenades. Oof. Oh, crap. Oh, this is controlled by physics, so it did actually move out of the way a little bit. And a second short hunting rifle. Okay, I guess I have to go down a different way. Let's see if we can get a mod out of that. Modify, there we go. Definitely need to add that to my favorites so I don't miss it. Oh, long scope. Probably can't build that yet, right? Wait. Maybe I have to open it back up again. But first, let's add it to favorites. There we go. For some reason, I have trouble remembering that button. There we go. Ah, I've got to get gunsmith level 2. Plus, that stock would look ridiculous with that scope on it. But then again, my pistol looks ridiculous with a scope on it, so... Oh, yeah, there was that path up. I want to see where that goes before I head into the mine. Now, there was a scouting note from Flatwoods mentioning this mine, talking about going up here. It's like these folks drank some beers while the apocalypse came on. But nothing else to find up there, so we'll head down in. It's not a huge dungeon, but it is it's detailed, and you can find gold ore in here. And there's a keypad controlled safe room. Not safe room, but storage room. And it's the new way of doing like a keypadded door in this. I thought that was ammunition for a second. Now it says steelworkers hat. That is just a plastic hat for steelworkers. Oh. What is that? Someone just practicing shooting? Or am I getting hit here? Oh, I like that. There we go. Was that person death rattling, or is there someone else here? Short pump action shotgun. I think I should be able to use that. Yes, so we will add that to favorites as well. Ah, note. You're in charge. Carl, you're in charge while I'm gone. Congratulations, and no, this doesn't mean they're paying you more. Looks good on a resume, though. Supply cage is locked up. The code is in your locker. Double check everything before you close up. Some of these guys forget to put stuff back. From Greg. Okay. Ooh, I can pick this. There we are. Silver pocket watch has a gear in it. Fancy hairbrush, I believe, is just plastic. I could break down the multi-purpose axe, but I don't know exactly where a scrapping station is. But heck, I'll just take it all. I don't know why I'm pretending I'm not going to. I still have room in my stash right now, after all. Okay. Alright. Where did that come from? What are they shooting at? Something's shooting back, though. Or perhaps just fighting them, I don't know. Because one of them's taking some damage. Ah. Another player. Alright, well, let's check in here. Shower. And let's check these. Grab that. Don't even want to know what that bowl's doing there. Okay. Oh, didn't check back here. Mining light. I think that's just a piece of junk. Yeah. Okay. Looked a bit like a flower pot. Oh, parched. And I need to take some rat away. But I should probably take the water first because using any medicine drains your water. Okay, and rat away. Okay. What else have we got in here? Whoa. How's that not shooting at me? I guess someone's shooting at them? Oof. Awful aim right there. Okay. There we go. Alright, now what was back here? Nothing in particular, looks like. Okay. Check the bodies of these scorched. Another short pump action shotgun, so I can break down one of those. Hunting rifle, great. And I'm actually starting to approach my weight limit, which is unfortunate. That's really... It's really the main reason I wear power armor. Just for the increased capacity. Anyway. Light her up. I didn't play it. Maybe I did.
Okay, gang. The boss wanted me to leave you some instructions, since you apparently can't run this mine without me holding your hand. We're gonna light this place up today. The holes are drilled, so just get the dynamite packed in and wired up. Make sure everyone's a safe distance this time. Tommy, you do not touch the plungers. Got it? You're the reason we're down 2 guys this month. Carl, you're in charge. Don't f this up.
Okay. Pretty high doses of rads in here. Took some Rad-X, diluted stuff I didn't intend to. Huh. Dang, last time I was in here there was ore in there. That's one of the things I'm not thrilled about this being a multiplayer game at times, when you find stuff like that. Ah. Wow, I really should use VATS more, huh? Okay. I'm not hitting anything today, apparently. There we go. Okay. Not sure it was with those first few shots, but whatever. Okay. This is the other side of the mine, actually. Man, now I'm hoping there's anything here left in this mine after that. Again, I like interacting with people at times, but it's really quite frustrating when they clear out a dungeon just before you go into it. Okay. Forest treasure map number 8. Okay, so that's the top of the world there at the back right. I think I might know who this is, actually. Okay. Blood pack. Oh, overloaded, but I think there's a station here pretty close. That's the way out of the mine, which I don't really want to go that way just yet, but... There, yeah. No, can't grab the lantern. Oh well. Head through this hole in the wall over here. Should be more scorched in here, but along with that a bench to do some work. Hopefully that's scorched and not the other player. Yep. Ah. Ooh. Not many of these 45 rounds left. Can make use of the shotgun. Not bad. Need to take a stim pack. Man, I got quite a dose of rads from just that little walk through that tunnel back there. Okay. Yes, I'm already overloaded, but I do believe there is a... ooh, look at that! That's a fun little thing to note, that you can still reload while unlocking chests. And while my hands were working the lock, they were also reloading my shotgun. Gunpowder. Something I was definitely looking for. Okay. Oh, another note. Supply cage code. 071990. I think it was exactly the same thing last time, so I don't think that updates. Ooh. Another short pump action shotgun, so I can break that down and maybe get a mod for this thing. Is that? No, it's just junk. Well, a decal of junk, not actual junk. Ooh, pipe revolver. I've been actually using that, and maybe I can get something better for it. Okay. Well, ooh. Yeah, there's an armorer's bench right there. I can use that to at least break stuff down, even if I can't upgrade anything. This shotgun just looks weird. I don't know, something about it just... When I compare that to, like, the rest of my weapons, it just looks odd. And maybe I'm crazy, but anyway. Scrap this stuff. Junk first. That was a significant amount of junk. Let's check the weapons. Multi-purpose axe. Pipe revolver. Glow-sighted hardened pipe pistol. Puncturing knuckles. Multiple hunting rifles. And multiple pump-action shotguns. Very nice. Now, if only that was a weapons bench. Oh! Weapons bench! Let's see if I can make a scope for this gun, or at least maybe redo the grip. So, hunting rifle. Okay, I can upgrade the receiver to a true receiver, which looks like it ups the accuracy by 4, but also increases the weight by 1.8 pounds. Long barrel's the same. Standard stock. I can put a short scope on here, so let's do that. And that means I can now afford to break down the pipe pistol, which is nice because, you know, one less item to carry. And I just got a long scope for a pipe pistol. Okay, so let's break that down. Oh, that's weird that it's showing it as a favorite item. Anyway, feel like I remember it, but let's be sure. Yeah, 071990. July of 1990. Oh. Okay, that's weird. It's not allowing me to activate it. Is there still stuff in there? Yeah, there's still stuff in there. Okay, well that's a bug. Or it could be because the other player activated it, I'm not allowed to. What was that? What was that plant I just picked up? I need to read these things before I pick them up. Nuka-Cola Grenade. Interesting, I did not get a Nuka Grenade recipe last time. I mean, it's randomized loot, obviously, but I even up through level 32, I did not find that recipe. Okay, well, disappointment there on not being able to get into that cage, but still got some stuff here from the Gauley Mine. And we can head out the other side and keep heading up towards Morgantown. All right. All right. Let's check the map. And you can see that we went in there, came out here. So it's definitely not a shortcut, but it is a neat little thing that it actually lets you come through the mountains. Shutters. Oh! I didn't even see that initially. Someone's built themselves a little fortress here over the railroad tracks. Does this mean... Well, let's see if I can go through this door. Oh! That is rude. Ha! Take that. Oh, okay. Look at that. Top of the world in the background, crossing a rail bridge. Okay, so let's take a look at that map. It was Forest Treasure Map 8. Okay, so it looks like it's just right on the other side of the river. Okay, let's go take a look. This will be the first one I found, if I do find it. So... somewhere up around here. Is this something? No. Oh! Cushioned Raider armor legs added 38 rounds and a pipe. And a leather right arm. Can I keep digging? No. Okay. Purified water. Anything else? I think that was it. Okay. Well, not, you know, like blown out of the water, but still neat. So, alright, let's keep heading up those railroad tracks. That's pretty funny, really. Whoa. Man, that guy can take some trauma to the skull. Okay. Wonder who killed these. Maybe the owner of that little railroad toll house. Ooh, what is... oh. I think we got some Chinese robots around here. Yep. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. And it says I'm still in danger, so I assume there's more of them around here somewhere. I don't see anything, though. So, I'm going to move on. Grafton is a little town up in the Toxic Valley. Okay. Not sure where they're headed. Oh, there they are. Okay. The Morgantown train yard is completely overrun with feral ghouls. Not feral ghouls, but scorched. Okay, let's head up here. Turn that off. Cap, stim packs, and healing salve. So this must be, yeah, Responder's Cache. I don't know why I didn't literally just read the name of the box. Okay, loose screws. Which is good, because I just used up some screws in making this scope. Okay. Anything in here? Dandy boy apples and a pipe pistol. What is still after me? There's got to be a little Chinese robot running around somewhere back there. Let's check the map. Well, it looks like there's another player over here. I was trying to figure out what was making that sound. Oh, it looks like the nuclear plant's running over there. You can see the cooling towers are putting off steam. I hear footsteps. And I get the overwhelming urge to say, footsteps. Okay. Not sure why you didn't just take damage. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Nope. Okay. Not bad. Now the thing is, I don't know if there's actually still... Oh, there is still at least one person here after me, but... And that seems to be something they need to fix. The collision boxes on these railings seem to be taking up everything from the ground to the top of the railing, making anything standing behind them bulletproof, which is obviously ridiculous, because they've got about a good 2.5 to 3 inches of protection from those railings. And they're getting a good 36 inches of it. Okay. Oop. Oh, I thought I saw someone over there. I don't think the rust looked a bit like the outline of a scorched skull. This little thing, this icon on the compass down below, drove me absolutely batty during the beta, because I did not understand what it was that it was trying to get me to do. Because effectively it's saying there's an area here that has a responder's cache in it, but I kept looking at it and saying, I'm standing right on top of it, what is it you're trying to show me? Okay. So yeah, it's somewhere here in this area. I'll find it eventually. But in the meantime, I really need to find a place to scrap some stuff. It was around here that I set up my first camp during the beta in order to gain access to my cache, which is funny because the station from Morgantown is not far away, and every train station has a cache access place. Oop. Well, while I'm slowly walking up here, I can take a look around and get a look at the surroundings. Nice looking place. I don't believe there is a scrapping station up here, but there is some other stuff we can look at, so... Let's see. And there's a responder's cache. And it's empty. Okay. Wouldn't be able to, you know, expect to actually find them all full. That'd be a bit unrealistic, but my guess would be someone looted that one. Okay. Carter and Blackwell, traitors. Sam Blackwell and Quinn Carter are traitors. If you or I sat in a room and recorded a robbery, then refused to give information regarding the culprits, we'd be in jail. But Quinn Carter, despite interviewing a man guilty of far grander crime, walks free. Support justice and refuse to buy any copies of the Charleston Herald until Quinn Carter is charged with a conspiracy to commit treason, or until she reveals the location of the traitor, Sam Blackwell, and all his fellow Free State secessionists. Charleston's Citizens Against Corruption. I have been both in Sam Blackwell's office and Quinn Carter's office at the Charleston Tribune, and Sam Blackwell's office is within the Charleston Capitol building there. Unfortunately, some sort of bug seemed to keep me from being able to access Sam Blackwell's terminal. The Free States is one of the factions that effectively existed before everything seems to have fallen in 96. Is that another player, or is that Scorched? I know there are Scorched over here in this part of this building, so... Oop. Scorched. Oh. Awful. But at least he's dead. Where are the rest of them? So yeah, Quinn Carter was a reporter at the Charleston Herald who interviewed Sam Blackwell and refused to give up his location when he became believed to be a traitor to the state and the nation by declaring his independence from both. Which there are laws in the books protecting a source, or protecting a reporter from revealing the source. Although, honestly, I'm trying to remember now if that's actually the case, because I remember the whole, some scandals that have taken place with the reporters going to jail for contempt of court for refusing to give up their sources, so don't quote me on that. Okay. Nope. Is that a recipe? Yes. Pocketed leather armor limbs. You know, I actually need to take advantage of the armor crafting, because I'm realizing I'm actually wearing armor now instead of the constant power armor, so I'll see what I can make here once I finish looting and scrapping. Chemistry workbench plans. One of many you will find in your travels. Saw a little bit of a lag there in the looting. Okay. Scrapping junk first. A lot of junk, but we still have a lot of weight over the limit, so... Wow, a lot of pipe pistols. I'm going to be able to make everything pipe pistol related and still not want to. Let's see. Oh. So I got multiple pump action shotguns, and they're all better than the one I'm currently using. This one's significantly more accurate, but this one's even more accurate than that, so let's break both of these down. And I typically have not been using laser weapons, and you can see right there I've only got 20 rounds for that total. So, and I'll break that down. Okay. Looks like there's a responder's cache in this area as well. Oh, can I grab these and break them down as well? I actually never even checked to see if I was under encumbered at this point. Yes, I am. Great. So let's see what armor we can make. Okay. Okay, what's keeping me from making these? My level is too low to make them. Okay, I have to be level 10 to wear them in the first place. So let's see if we can modify anything that we currently are wearing. And I can scrap this. Right? Yes. Light... Right, okay. So I'll scrap the left leg as well. I think that's the piece of armor that I found in that treasure chest. Well, treasure mound, whatever. And modify. Anything... Oh! Man. That chest piece is almost broken. Let's repair that. And let's see what we can add to it. We can make it boiled leather. Which, well, it increases the damage resistance and energy damage resistance. So we'll do that. I'm very strongly considering using my Atom points that I've earned through the gameplay to get the Vault-Tec paint job, or like the American Patriot paint jobs or whatever. But I don't have enough to get those yet, so I'll wait for now. Boiled or treated? Looks like boiled is better. Well, oh, okay, no, never mind. Boiled weighs less, but treated gives you actually more resistance, so I'll go ahead and get treated. Nope, ultralight build. If I had any fiberglass and armor rank 3, but I don't, so... Can I do anything to that? No. You can get different linings for jumpsuits. Let's see. Standard versus lighter build. Oh, I've already got lighter build. Okay. Okay, yeah. Definitely keep that as is. And... yeah, I'll leave that alone. And then turn this to treated. Okay. That should do it. Oh, another gun to break down. And I need to make that shotgun a favorite. Let's take a look at the favorites real quick. So I got sniper rifle, pump action shotgun, pipe revolver, 10mm pistol, and the walking cane. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so there are some responders caches out here in this yard. Break that down as well. Did I kill them? I think I killed them. I don't remember, to be completely honest. You see these fusion fleas, and for a moment they almost look perfect. Like, you can see a little bit of scraping up there, but then you realize that these things look like they're burned pretty badly. Some graphical issues there. But, anyway. Let's see. Oh, weapons, workbench. So we can scrap everything again. And let's see if there's anything I can do to these. Well, first of all, scrap that. Okay. What can I... nope, don't scrap that. Modify and repair, that's what it is. Okay. Do I have the ability to make a different stock now? No, still no. Oh, okay. I can put in a quick magazine, which makes it easier to reload. Okay. Can I make a medium scope or no? Nope. Can't make a compensator without gunsmith level 2. Okay. Anything I can do to that? No. Pipe revolver. I do have a stub barrel, which makes it far lower in its range. I still don't understand the idea that something that has longer range is also less accurate. I'm gonna go with that. And a reflex sight. Okay. And let's see what I can do to this. What is the difference here? Oh, okay. Definitely like what I've got. True short barrel versus... So, difference there is range. But I've got ranged weapons as is. I don't really need to make one. That's I don't need to make another ranged weapon at the moment. Okay. Man, the glowing that seems to come from the Pip-Boy is a little weird at times. Ah, Responder's cache. I'm not sure why that guy had a hammer. Like, it looked like he was trying to break into this thing when it was open. Who knows, maybe he died right after opening it. You never know. Let's check up in this tower, but also in the back of this truck. Grabbing all those cigarettes. This is nice because the last time I got here I did not have any lockpicking skill whatsoever, so very nice to actually be able to get into some of these things. Looks like someone broke into that, or maybe it was just unlocked. Ah, Dear Spence. Dear Spence, so you were right. I never should have made this trip. I should have stayed. I should have made Paul tough it out, and instead I volunteered to take his place so he could go to that stupid rock concert. Now I'm stuck here in West Virginia. I'm pretty far cry from Kansas. I've been staring down these... Dang it. I've been staring down these train tracks for a while now. I tried to tell myself I could walk it. I could just follow these tracks for days until I reached you. It's worth a shot, right? To see each other again? Even if I can just get a little bit closer. I think that's all I want. To just be there, closer to you, before it's over. Love always, Elliot. Alright. Anything else up here? No. Soot flowers. I don't really need to have more spoiled vegetables in my inventory. Okay. Anything in this little trailer here? Oh. Just a little bit of a side note there. Don't ever pick up burnt textbooks. At least I have not found a use for them yet, and can't even scrap them or anything, so completely useless. Let's see. I can scrap this crap that I'm carrying. Let's grab that before I scrap stuff. Pretty soon I'm going to have to access my stash because I'm getting pretty loaded down with junk. Okay, where is this responder's cache? Oh. Well, I could use that if it didn't have the T60 power armor pieces on it, and I could just strip the T60 power armor pieces off it and wear it, but I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I will. That's weird. It's trying to figure out if there's anything there, but okay. And this is going to require me to immediately go find my stash. Stash, cache, I'm not sure which one, but we're heading over to it now. You can see there on the compass how there's a little Monopoly train there in the foreground, and that's where we're going. Now you can also notice my AP is not draining currently, and hopefully that's not due to the server disconnecting. That's due to the fact that I can carry more because I'm in power armor, and yes, it is. Okay, that's one of the things that I've noticed can kind of tell you if you're having connectivity issues is when your AP just like refuses to drain even though you're really over encumbered. So not the most fun metric to use, but does help. Okay. Morgantown Station. Thank you, Bing Crosby. Alright, do I have anything to scrap? Of course I do. And let's check this bathroom. Why is there a blood pack in the bathroom? I'm taking all this toilet paper with me. Too bad for the next person who comes along, right? Okay. I'm glad that that's not an aspect of realism in video games yet, that you have to relieve yourself. I have actually found that in a couple video games, but luckily not in this, so. Dropping all the junk. Wow, that was significantly less than I thought it was going to be. That was only 24 pounds. Okay, I need to use some of these explosives or sell them, which I could. Walk right over here and sell them.
Face the wasteland without the proper supplies.
You know what? I do actually really want to use them, so I'm going to hold on to them. Let's see what sort of plans they have here. Ooh, antique wooden chairs. Pianos. Welcome mats. Well, a couple of those things I actually wouldn't mind getting, but I don't have anywhere near enough caps.
Trade, supplies,
Oh, can't do that in power armor. Oh! I just noticed there are pins all over this map. Okay. Well, let's see what we can find here. Charleston Station. Haven't been there yet. Well, in this playthrough. Sutton Station. Same thing. Grafton Station. Sunnytop. Pleasant Valley. White Spring. RNG. Watoga. Lewisburg. And Beckley? No, Welch. Okay. I really actually want to check Welch out at some point because there's supposed to be something big there. At least from what I've read in some terminals. Okay, the red line. Welcome to Morgantown Station. Please select an option from the list below. Ticketing, information, and estimated wait times. Ticketing. A lot of errors. Debug information. Ticketing dispenser malfunction. Please contact station staff immediately. Remember, you can always purchase tickets at your local station counter. Thank you and have a nice day. Information. You are at Morgantown Station on Red Line. Connections available to Grafton Station and Sutton Station. Enjoy your ride. Estimated wait times. Errors. Track sensor invalid. Calculating estimated wait times. Next available train will arrive in 9,999 years, 9,999 days. Thank you and have a nice day. Now, just noticed this for the first time, really. The fact that they were offering wait times in years and days before the end of the world, that says something. That that was a possible wait time for a train traveling a very short distance. Okay. I'm actually now hesitant to pick stuff up, even though I can carry more. But I will never hesitate to pick up something with a the gear in it. Never again. That and aluminum. I don't know if you noticed while I was modding weapons, but aluminum is a big part of modding weapons. Let's clear up some of these quests real quick that are showing up here. Now, Final Departure is the main quest that we're currently on, but let's we'll hide this for now because we don't need to go after her stuff just at the moment. That's finished. And then some of the side ones show up in miscellaneous. So we're not going up to Grafton for now. Supply drop. Not sure what that's referring to. And responders caches. Let's see. It looks like there's one more, so we may as well go ahead and grab that. I'm definitely going to need to drink and eat before too long. I think there are gears in that. At least I'm hoping there are. I found multiple radio jammers before. I don't know what their purpose is. I think they're a piece of junk. Yeah. It would be nice if for like copyright purposes and like avoiding copyright issues, I mean, you could activate those things and actually have it stop the radios from playing around you while you're walking around. Or even just pretend to stop them so all you hear is static while the other people playing still hear normal radio music. Okay, we can check down here to see if this is where the stash is. One of the benefits of power armor, you don't take any fall damage. One of the annoying things about that, though, is you crash to the ground every single time. So you might be going down multiple little shelves that are just high enough that each time you hit the ground, you shudder like that. it back here, maybe? I want to find this cache because I don't want to leave it behind. Let's see. Somewhere in here? No? And I know I've been to the top of this building before, and I got the one that was up there, except for it was empty before, that's right. Maybe it's filled up again. Let's just take a look. Okay. There we go. Took care of that, and that cleared all that up. Now, there we go. Alright. So, that is Morgantown. That was our destination. Well, the airport is, but airport is on the outskirts of Morgantown itself. So let's head this way. Those two little smokestacks right there are the Mama Dolce's plant. These, from what I understand, well, they're robot pods. I've seen them active once, but not in this sort of situation. And from what I've read, I believe these will be part of something later in the game's development cycle. Oh. Okay. Portside Pub, I think is what that little location right there is called. So yeah, Morgantown's also home to the Vault-Tec University. That's what you can see right there. Okay. Here we are. It looks like it was pretty heavily fortified as a location. Scorched. Look at all these petrified corpses. Binoculars. I don't know actually why I picked those up, because I do have a scope on my weapon, but when you don't have one, it makes for a good way to see long distances. Although, I should note that when you're looking long distances in this game, a lot of the times what you're going to see are low-res, far versions of the models. Triage Center. Oh, I was going to read that, but let's take care of this first. Ooh, another short hunting rifle. Now, you can see right there, I just got 5 canned meat stew. I have no idea what that comes from, but I've seen it happen multiple times. So, register for advanced responder training. Interesting. Oh, low on water. Aid. Let's drink this. And some more purified water. And then let's sort by what's going to spoil first. Okay. The stuff shows that it's going to stay around for quite some time, but I'm not sure if I believe that or not. Okay. Triage Center Terminal. Alpha Station. In the log. Comment. There's a rotten pie in the safe. I removed it. I'm not going to say I'm mad. I'm just disappointed. We've got coolers for food, okay? Okay. So apparently someone was storing a pie in that safe. U.S. government supply requisition. You can use these you can use these. Sorry for that little slip of the tongue there. At any emergency broadcasting station, and it'll send in a cargo robot to deliver a government supply drop. Huh. Okay. A little bit of a pet peeve about the Fallout series. You find skeletons lying on beds like this. Now, that would be acceptable if this site hadn't been used for clearly some time by the responders to... Sorry, I just noticed that, and that's awesome. But let's get back to that in just a second. This place had been used by the responders for some time. Now, why... and why would they not clean up and try to sterilize any sort of medical facility, which this clearly was from the IV racks right here? This person appears to have died, you know, during the war or shortly afterwards, when this was probably set up as a triage center right after the war. But since that time, there have been responders working here, and then they just left the skeleton there. It's the same thing where you're walking around, what is that place called? There's a diner in Fallout 4 that's just like the perfect exemplification of it, where, man, I can't remember the name of it for some reason. It's near the Starlight Drive-In, as you're walking south from Sanctuary, out of Concord, I mean. And there are skeletons sitting at these tables, and this woman's trying to run a restaurant out of this place. And it's, in what universe would these people not clean up this area? Why would they not pick up all the random scraps of newspaper lying all over their cafe? You know, it's not that crazy a thing to just clean your area up, especially when you find these people just sitting around most of the day. Whoa, massive lag spike. I don't know what that was. I've seen these little carts once before at Gauley Mining. I wonder... Whoa, what is that? Okay, so this is a monorail. But where does it go? Well, it doesn't look like it shows up on the map, unfortunately. Wait. I just saw it. Right there. Okay, I'm going to have to figure that out at some point, because I really want to see where this thing goes. Alright. Alright. I think they've worked on the way that the Scorched hold guns, because in the past they've kind of just held them up at any angle and fired directly at you, even when they're pointing up at the sky. Okay. So we got a trading post here. I would go in, but it seems to be telling me to go in somewhere else. Although that could be one of these other quests. You always got to make sure you turn those things off if you want to be following the correct path. Alright. Now, you should be able to hear that clicking, because I hear it myself. Sometimes. Yeah. Putting the gun away solves that. I'm not sure what he tried to pick up from that meat pile he's lying on, but it looks like he got cotton yarn out of it. If I had any armor, I could fix it on this station right here, but for now I can just scrap crap. See, that's more realistic right there. The fact that there's still blood on this skeleton. This person would have died somewhat recently, not too recently, but... Okay. Oh, I was trying to turn the flashlight on repeatedly, and then I finally realized it's because I'm wearing the power armor chassis. And the power armor chassis... I can scrap some weapons. The power armor chassis itself does not allow you to use your Pip-Boy, because it assumes that you're going to be wearing a helmet with a flashlight on it. I'm going to scrap these because I don't really have a use for them, given that I have a scope. Oh, hello, Scorched. Wow. That was bad aim. Okay. What is this? Oh, broken. Okay. Ooh. I really like that the holotapes now glow yellow, so let's play this. Okay, well that's frustrating.
Hey everyone, this is Derek. Making my final report on the events at Harpers Ferry. Hopefully this reaches you all safely. Whatever happened here, it was big. The whole area it's devastated. If any of our people survived, I can't find a trace of them. I talked to some of the locals. They say creatures came from the sky and laid waste to the town. Some of the ones who got hurt in the attack were transformed or something. They apparently turned into monsters and attacked anyone they could reach. Riley says he and his people are gonna seal themselves up in their bunkers and try to figure out a way to fight these creatures. In other words, we won't be getting any more help from these Free States guys. Maria, I was hoping you could get in touch with Ella. See if maybe she can lean on Raleigh a little. Get him to see that this isn't the way. If you ask me, I think it's damn selfish of them to turn their backs on the rest of us. On people who need their help to survive. There's nothing else I can do here. Guess we can scratch Harper's Ferry off the map. I'll be heading back soon. But I want to check in on some of the farms along the way. Should be about a week.
All right, and there you have it. Oh, Maria Chavez. This was the woman who sent that first corpse we found on a recon mission of Vault 76. Oh, I have to say this is one of the most annoying bugs I've come across.
My name is Maria Chavez, and I am about to die. The Scorched have overrun our defenses. They're coming for us all. If you find this, please listen carefully. We were called the responders. After the bombs fell, we tried to help people. Maybe I can still help you. The terminal nearby, if it's still there, use it. Learn about the Inoculation project. It might just save your life. Oh, they're here. I'm out of time. Read the terminal. Learn about the Scorched. Remember us. And good luck.
Okay. So it seems like she was some sort of, if not decision maker, some sort of manager who was in charge of folks making runs. Seems like a horrible way to die. I don't know specifically. Whoa, look at the way she's holding that syringer. And now it's a short pump action shotgun. Okay, apparently they have not fixed that bug like I thought they had. I keep trying to turn on my Pip-Boy. Mission to Abigail. Tammy, I know the mountains are dangerous right now, but we need to get a report from the Free States. The farmers are in a bad way, worried about the broadcast from the Brotherhood of Steel. So find someone that can get to Abigail's bunker up past the Red Rocket Megastop. Ask her the following. Defiance is the Brotherhood headquarters, right? Are the Brotherhood okay? What's coming for us? Is everything okay over there? I know the Brotherhood hasn't made any friends lately, but the whole thing is very disturbing. From Maria. So it seems that the Scorched were kept east of the mountains for quite some time, and that the Brotherhood were a part of that, but we'll get into that later in the main quest. More stuff to break down. But back to that other room, because there's yet another log to play from the Overseer. Now, you probably also heard Maria Chavez there talking about the Inoculation project, which is supposed to make you immune to the Scorched Plague, which killed effectively everyone who was not killed by the Scorched themselves. So, is that a little computer there that's actually working? Looks like... Oh! Another one. Let's get the Overseer's log first.
Overseer's log. Morgantown. I used to love coming here on weekends, taking flight lessons. Now it feels like I walked into a nightmare. Those scorched things are everywhere. I kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe them for a bit. Whatever this disease is, it seems to completely take over its host. The ones that used to be human, eventually they go rigid, like some kind of stasis. And if they stay like that for too long, they sort of burn up from the inside out. Vesuvius in reverse. I wondered what could possibly cause all this. And then I got my answer. It swooped down from the sky, screeching, breathing, infecting everything. I don't know how to fight this, but we need to consider all our options. Even the nukes. We find the source of this scorched plague and wipe it from the map before it can leave Appalachia. But first things first, we can't let the disease spread to us. Looks like the responders were developing some kind of inoculation. I'm going to pick up their work. You should too. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Okay, so a lot of information in that. Okay, let's break this stuff down. But yeah, effectively, I was attacked by a Scorched Beast before getting the inoculation and did not get the Scorched Plague, obviously. So there's a little bit of plot armor of your character there. You're not actually going to die from the Scorched Plague, but as part of the plot, you're supposed to make yourself immune to it. So, equipment checkout sheet. Equipment checkout sheet. Please keep this list up to date at all times until we get a terminal set up to track this. Soil testing kit checked out by Delbert Winters. Air quality testing kit transferred to the Morgantown Airport. Water testing kit checked out by Kesha McDermott behind the church. Metabolizer available. Okay. Anything else here? We can check this terminal. Fire breathers are recruiting. I just wanted to remind everyone that the Fire Breathers unit is always looking for more manpower. If you think you've got what it takes to handle our toughest missions and take on the Scorched, then Melody and Madigan would love to meet you. Don't forget it's a dangerous assignment, but it comes with benefits. You'll have top priority for both rations and ammunition. We ask the Fire Breathers to put their lives on the line, but we reward their bravery where we can. The job's not for everyone, but if you think you can handle the recruitment process and training, then I ask you to consider signing up. Thanks, Chavez. Now you can sign up for that over in Charleston at the fire station. I've done that. Personnel files. Senior members. Okay, so here we get a little bit more information. Maria Chavez, Senior Responder. Assignment, Medical Support in Responders HQ. Claire Hudson, role, Chief Medical Officer. Assignment, Inoculation Project, AVR Medical. We are about to go find her work. Sanjay Kumar, Chief Engineer. Robot Repair, Responders HQ. Melody K. Larkin, Combat Trainer, Field Manual Project, Black Mountain. Ordnance Works. I've heard of that. I really want to check that place out. Jeff T. Nakamura. Oh! Wait a second. What? I suppose this is a different Nakamura, and it's just a coincidence, but I remember back in Vault 76 there was a security officer by the name of Nakamura that was sent to go check on fixing some of the issues with one of the more annoying members of the Vault. Reconnaissance and foraging in Morgantown. Interesting. Okay. Probably just a coincidence, although quite a coincidence for someone with the name Nakamura in the middle of West Virginia. Okay. Jerry P. Abernathy, Guard Escort, protect supply trains between Responders HQ and local farms. Derek J. Castle, Guard Escort, Rapid Response Team. Veronica D. Chang, Field Medic, Rapid Response Team. Darian T. Jones, Ammunition Maker, Forging, Black Mountain Ordnance Works. I really want to check that place out. Chelsea R. McKee, Mechanic, Forest Watch Project, Robot Maintenance, Responders HQ. Felix H. Odell, Emergency Rations Trainer, Recruit Training, Responder HQ. David P. Strauss, Computer Technician, Terminal Maintenance and Reprogramming, Responder HQ. Lillian Tompkins, Provisioner, Food and Water Resource Management, Responder HQ. Kevin J. Trager, that's an interesting last name. Field Medic, Rapid Response Team. Ryan T. Zelnek, Kim's Expert, Kim Production at Responder HQ. Okay. And then we've got Volunteer Advanced Training, and let's click on that. I think this is part of that that miscellaneous quest we got. Building camps. Sending map coordinates. If volunteers are able to construct portable camps for incoming survivors, then responders are free to focus on their urgent medical needs. Responder Miguel Caldera provides new volunteers with materials used to fortify camps as well as additional safety tips. Report to his campsite outside of the airport for supplies and hands-on training. Welcome to the responders headquarters, volunteer. Okay, and dispense rations. Can we do that? Volunteers may only receive one set of rations until the training program is complete. Dispense rations? Yes. Purified water Instamash. Although, yeah, was there... Did I check the messages already? No, I did not. 3 messages. Has anyone seen Larry Pickerman? Everyone, please keep an eye out for Larry Pickerman. He's been missing for a couple days. If you haven't met him, he's about 6 feet tall, brown eyes, green hair, green eyes. Age is about mid-50s. He came in with the last big group of refugees. You might remember him as the electrician who decided to do some unsolicited work on our main computer. I'm sure he meant well, but we had to have him escorted out of the command center. Anyway, hopefully he's better. He borrowed my only screwdriver and I really need it back, so if you see him, send him my way. Jeff Nakamura. Dealing with the Brotherhood. I've been a member of the Responders almost from the start. Like all of you, I put my life on the line to save the lives of others more times than I can remember. Our mission is important. That's why we can't let the Brotherhood of Steel push us around. Of course, we'll help anyone where we can, but you all know that our resources are limited. The Brotherhood's been making increasing demands for resources and supplies in the name of holding back the Scorched. Well, the Scorched aren't the only threat around here, and the Responders aren't looking to fight a war. We're healers, we're teachers, we're not soldiers. When the Brotherhood comes asking you for your ammo, your stim packs, your water, whatever it is, think carefully. Someone out there might need those supplies to survive. If they ask you to join their ranks because you've got skills they can use, remember that we need those skills just as much, maybe more. We don't have the benefit of power armor and heavy weapons. All we've got is training, knowledge, and courage. But that's been enough so far, and I hope that we can keep it that way. I'm not saying the Brotherhood of Steel is our enemy. We're on the same side, but lately we're not really friends either. All I'm asking is that you stay focused on the mission, our mission, no matter what they might ask of you. From Chavez. An announcement, Rachel Price. Some sad news to share, everyone. Some of you might have heard about Rachel lately, but those of you who don't know, she said goodbye to the Responders and joined the Brotherhood of Steel to work as a combat medic. We'll all miss her and we wish her the best. In the meantime, the few medics we have left are working around the clock. We'll be starting the medical training program up again to fill in the gaps. Please volunteer if you can spare the time. Okay. So, from what I've personally learned about the Brotherhood of Steel, they absolutely had reasons to worry, and the fact that there are petrified corpses around us tell us that they definitely had reason to worry. Not to say that the responders didn't need supplies as well, but it's one of those things where it's like, saving other people you can't really do if you yourself are also dead. Alright, so we'll do this final little bit of training. We'll call that it for this video. Just because I'm sure it's been quite some time. I haven't really been keeping track of the time, but... Ooh. 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 Ah, there you are. Wow, way off. Oh, hello. Okay. And there we go. Alright. This looks like it's part of a Stingray, which was a military aircraft, a fighter jet. Let's see. I guess I didn't kill any of those guys. Did kill these guys, though. It is interesting to note that, you know, it could just be complete coincidence, but it did appear that that responder back there, back inside the terminal, looked like there was a responder that was falling out of a vertibird that was crashed through the roof. Now, that's not definite evidence that they were flying the things, because she could have just died collapsing in that area. But it does say, look at the way they're firing that. but that was, like, I see that way too often. Ooh, oh, there we go. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, that's it for now. There should be multiple workbenches around here somewhere, so I'm going to keep grabbing crap. Okay. Eyebots also seem to be quite plentiful, and not specifically restricted to the Enclave. Which, I mean, yeah, in Fallout 4 you find them in Nuka World. But typically speaking, you find them in the employ of the Enclave. Okay. Ah! I thought that was another piece of power armor. But no, that's just a Protectron. Okay, and weapons. Pipe pistol. Yep. 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 Okay. And a note. And a holotape, which reminds me I have another holotape. And in fact, I've got a holotape from the first video, but I'm sure we'll find some time to play those when we're wandering the roads. So, Sweet Bean. My sweet Gary Bean. I'll be at my camp. Maria is giving me a sanity day so I can relax. Join me. I hope you brought some of that comfort food from Flatwoods. We can have a picnic. Don't worry if any volunteers should stop by to learn stuff. The robot should be able to take care of them. I wrote a whole program to deal with that so I can actually relax and enjoy the great outdoors with you now. Love you, dear heart, Miguel. And here we go. Camp guide program version 3.4. I'm just going to grab it for now, though, see if there's anything else around here. Another note, tasks. Do this week. Fix camping program bugs. Check Flatwoods kiosk for issues. Get Gary a gift for his next visit. Take another chair to the camp. Okay. And Miguel's terminal. That makes me think this might be Miguel right here. Let's see. What's in here? That's interesting. What is that? Is that supposed to be a scale or something? Or is that some sort of like secret door? Hey, another note. Flatwoods kiosks. Task. Program a new self-serve volunteer kiosk system for Flatwoods. It must be able to process several dozen volunteers a day and should teach them basic skills using time donated by local responders. Your contacts are Kesha and Delbert. Both are willing to be the model for this program. Man, I hear a radio, but I have no idea where it is. Maybe upstairs. Let's check this. Oh, I can pick this. Oh. Oh. There we are. Cooking spit. Neat. And some random junk. There it is. Wait. Okay, it seems to be making static anyway. Okay, shotgun shells, and another thing I can break down, another shotgun. This is part of a biplane right here. And more junk. Responders I bought. Okay. Wait, am I not wearing... Oh, I'm not wearing my armor right now because I'm wearing the power armor. I forgot about that. Wow. I don't know if I should break that stuff down because it's actual armor and I'm not really wearing any armor right now. At least I don't think that the power armor gives you armor. Unless you're actually wearing armor, I mean. Anything in here? Yes. Okay, let's check out Miguel's terminal. Live free or die free. Okay. Today's weather, sensor data invalid. Okay, to-do list. Update the overload program. Program Protectron to run camp training permanently. Go outside, relax, spend time with Gary. Store camping materials in a safe for emergencies. Schematics. Okay, so we got generator medium. I guess that was it. Bug reports. Wow. Bug. Dance bot doesn't stop dancing. Factory reset should now save all dance routines. Latest schematics are too complicated. I might in the future add some sort of description that says how hard these things are to build, but for now, that's for the user to figure out themselves. Poison control bot explodes. Comment: I don't even think we have those bots anymore. I heard we sent one to Grafton and it exploded. I'll reopen this if I find one to test though. Responder protectrons have no reaction. Right now, if you use this program on a regular responder bot, nothing happens, which is safer than explosions and puppy killings, so I'll hit this bug when I have time. Veterinary bot attacks animals. Comment: this was the worst bug I've ever had to test in my life. R.I.P. Mr. Fluffy, you sweet pup. Oh, it's sad. Volunteer bot personality becomes mean. I used this program on Mr. Fluffy, my personal assistant, to reproduce this, and it's confirmed. He's now a jerk. I think I have a fix ready for this, but I haven't tried it out yet. iBots have no reaction to program. iBots run on some other system, and I don't want to make this work with them. Let's just say this isn't a bug exactly, it's just something I don't want to fix. Interesting. Let's see. Miguel's journal. Database corrupted, partial entries removed. Or sorry, recovered. Hello world. It's been real hard being on my own since the bombs dropped, but the responders, they have it figured out. They've got someone working on vaccines and medicines and stuff, and they even turned regular people into volunteers. I took all their survival training programs and passed with aces. Now I'm a responder too. Nifty, right? The cause. The Scorched Beasts scare me more than anything. It's why I joined the responders. I knew I couldn't live alone anymore, and they have stuff figured out. I just wish maybe they get along better with the Brotherhood. It's not us or them, it's all of us together. It's a shame. Programming again. I used to be a programmer before the bombs fell, and, well, guess what? I program robots now, too. I mean, it's important work, and I get it. I can help out in the lab, too, with other programmers, and it's good to have company. They said they'd let me do some outdoor survival orienteering for new responders, though, so I'm looking forward to that. Hope in Flatwoods. I'm helping a couple of responders set up a base out in Flatwoods for a bit. They think a bunch of survivors will start getting processed there, so I'm going to go set up the camps. I could do this forever. Camping under the stars and helping people out at the same time is a dream, you know? Mr. Fluffy. We're actually making progress. Oh man, I even got myself a new Protectron bodyguard today. It has an attitude problem though, but that's what happens when you put a bunch of parts together randomly. Sometimes. I call him Mr. Fluffy, which really irritated it for some reason. Error. Metallic surface is not fluffy. Error. Does not compute. I've seen it before, so I'm going to need to write a program that resets their brains. This might take a while. Despair in Flatwoods. Flatwoods is rough. So many refugees, not enough responders. I'm going to start making advanced training courses for volunteers because there aren't enough of us to train everyone individually. Good news, though. I met someone on the road between the airport and Flatwoods. Glad to have someone who will keep me company. It's a long walk, and Mr. Fluffy, the robot, is not a good exercise partner. Reset program. I wrote a program that will reset my Protectron's brain to settings that are a little bit more convenient for a robot instead of standing next to me day and night forever. Which is, I gotta say, really ruining my sex life right about now. Oh. Alright, peace, Appalachia. Peace, Appalachia. I should have signed up for the Vault-Tec stuff, but the thought of being in a tin can for 100 years was too terrifying, but here it is. Every day more of us die. I haven't seen a refugee in too long. If I'm going to get ripped to shreds, I'm doing it with a pot of Delbert's chili in the woods and under the stars. I refuse to die in an office, but I need to wait for Gary. Then we'll go together. This is it. All I've wanted to do since the bombs fell was help people and explore what's left of nature, but he's dead. Maria. Gary died this morning. It was just an accident. One of those things broke through the gate. I already buried him up on the hill with the others. What's the point here with any of this if we can't even protect ourselves? I'm going to my camp. I'll take my robot. I just need to figure things out. Well, that was awful. So that's not Miguel right there. At least I'm hoping it's not. But, again, no matter what, everyone you learn about is already dead. Let's see if... Is this... yes, it's close by on the map. Let's go check that out. Okay. What? No, I'm not doing that.
This is a top priority message. Radar has spotted an inbound cargo bot. We've got to secure the landing zone so we can make the drop. We need those supplies, but the cargo bot's going to attract attention, so get ready for a fight.
Okay, that's a Scorched Beast. Yeah, again, I'm not doing this right now, so. Okay. So where is this, though? It's sending me over here. I've done that event before. I'm just not interested in doing it again. Not that it's a boring or annoying event or anything like that. I just trying to do some specific things. Okay. Okay, where is this thing trying to send me exactly? Listen to Volunteer Training Camping 101. Maybe that's the holotape that I already picked up. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Camp Guide Program version 3.4 beta notes this loads primary Camp Guide AI only works with my personal robot until I fix the bugs. M. Caldera. I assume that's Miguel. Brain, this, shut down now. Brain run Camp Guide mod, tether. Okay, so I suppose I need to find him. Wait. Only compatible with the following responder, Protecton models, Volunteer bot, Poison Control bot, Veterinary bot, and Dance bot. Running this program and any of the devices may damage the holotape. So I need to find a volunteer bot, but let's turn this off. Okay, it keeps making noise. That's the second radio that just keeps making noise even after you turn it off. Or maybe it's just another one. No. Okay. But it looks like it leveled up. Okay, let's see if I got anything interesting here. No. No. Okay, and nope. Nope. Let's see if there's anything interesting in strength. Pack rat. Absolutely. I always will be getting pack rat. Okay. But it looks like I need to find a robot. And quite possibly Miguel's robot. Because it says that it'll only work with his Protectron. And he took his Protectron. Oh, wait a minute. Can I activate this? Is there a computer around here somewhere? Oh, another note. Flatwoods supply delivery. Miguel, I delivered a part of the supply shipment to your safe as requested. I wasn't sure where you were. I'm guessing you're out in the woods again somewhere. I don't see your robot anywhere either, so I figure you're safe. I'm going to see if Maria needs me to take anything back to Flatwoods, so I'll be around for a day or two. Find me. I miss you. Gary. So is there a computer around here that I can use to activate that Protectron? Or can I just talk to it? No. Wait. No. Dang. Well, I suppose if Miguel is dead and his robot's still alive, I could still find him using the responder's tracking system. Let's see. Is there anything here? Yeah, I can scrap these. The wooden armor I have. Because I'm not ever going to wear that. Alright, well, that's not the main quest anyway, so I guess we'll hold off on that for now. So, the next stop is going to be down in Charleston at AVR Medical. Except for... oh, I guess I have to learn about it first, so I apologize if I spoiled anything for you there. Let's see if I can find that message. Oh, you know what? Likely that's what this is actually directing me to over here. I'm not interested in joining collision course. Oh.
Attention all responders.
No.
This is a top priority message. Radar has spotted an inbound cargo bot. We've got to secure the landing zone so we can make the drop. We need those supplies, but the cargo bot's going to attract attention, so get ready for a fight.
Okay. It's one of those things where play it once. You know? If someone doesn't take part in it after it plays once, they're not interested. Don't play it again. Okay, here we go. Responders Laboratory Terminal. Inoculation Project announcement. Folks, I have some exciting news to share. As you all know, Dr. Hudson has been continuing her research in the lab at AVR Medical. Well, she just reported in to let us know that she's made a significant breakthrough, and it looks like an inoculation against the Scorched Plague could soon become a reality. Let's all keep our fingers crossed and make sure we do everything we can to help Claire complete her work. Our very survival depends on it. From Jeff Nakamura, Scorched Research. Introduction. This is from Dr. Claire Hudson, the doctor we're going to go check on her research. I was going to say go see, but she's dead, obviously. Those of us struggling to survive in the post-war world face countless threats. The search for safe and sustainable sources of food and water would be enough to challenge anyone, but the strange mutated creatures appearing throughout the region greatly increase the danger to day-to-day life. None of these threats, however, compared to the Scorched. To better understand these monsters of the wasteland, I've spent time observing them and gathering information from those individuals lucky enough to survive first-hand encounters with the Scorched. There are still far more questions than answers, but I believe I have made progress in my understanding of these enigmatic and fearsome creatures. Details on specific subjects to follow. Scorched Beasts. The name conjures terrifying images of huge mutated bats that poison the ground and warp living creatures into deadly thralls. We first learned about the Scorched Beasts from the Brotherhood of Steel, those soldiers who encountered these creatures to the southeast. At first, no one believed that what they were describing could be real. We thought it was a bullcrap story, giving the Brotherhood an excuse to commandeer our ammo and supplies. We were wrong. I will never forget the first time I saw one of those monstrosities, black wings against a blood-red sunset. Talk about a reality check. We know far too little about these creatures, but we do know that they aren't strictly nocturnal. They also seem equally willing to move alone or in small groups, and they're highly aggressive. Worse than that, they're dangerously radioactive, which I believe is an important clue about their origin. If we could ever get a hold of one of them for study, I think we could learn a lot about them. Unfortunately, being anywhere close to a Scorched Beast is a near certain death sentence, and not just because of the radiation. I'll cover that more in the next entry. The Scorched Plague. I'd love to get a detailed explanation of what the Scorched Plague is and how it works, but right now we know so little it just wouldn't be possible. Frankly, it's damn frustrating. What we do know is that living creatures that come in contact with the Scorched Beast sometimes begin to mutate. The victim's skin turns dark, almost black, with a smell of ash. Some kind of biochemical process takes hold at that point. Lesions that burn with an intense heat begin to form on the victim's body. The affected creature appears to be covered in smoldering embers. In the case of humans, higher mental function eventually disappears, replaced by extreme, almost animalistic aggression. We call these creatures that are transformed in this way Scorched. Needless to say, watching a friend or loved one go through this process is both horrifying and heartbreaking. Worse, there's almost nothing we can do about it. I say almost because we've been able to gather enough information about the Scorched Plague that we might be able to develop a vaccine against it. That's a huge maybe, but we've recently found some equipment at AVR Medical Center that's in pretty good shape. With the right facilities and a steady supply of Scorched to study, we might just find a way to counter this terrible disease or possibly even reverse it. Only time will tell. Anti-Scorched tactics. I hope by now that I've made this point crystal clear. The Scorched are lethal. They are nothing less than an existential threat. If we cannot find a way to defeat them, or at the very least contain them, there's no reason to think that they won't spread far and wide, transforming and destroying everything in their path. We don't know nearly enough about the Scorched to develop real tactics. What we do know so far is mostly amounts to common sense approaches for dealing with any deadly predator. I'll summarize these points below. If you're unfortunate enough to encounter a Scorched Beast, likely because it decided to hunt you, do everything in your power to keep away from it. If you have a gun, I can find an enclosed space to fire from. That's ideal. Scorched Beasts are too big to fit into small spaces. Remember that Scorched Beasts emit strong radiation. That, coupled with their powerful bite, should compel you to keep your distance at all costs. If you've got no other choice, you should at least consider using some Rad-X before you engage the creature at close range. Scorched humans are savage and deadly. While their ability to speak is limited, don't think that they're mindless. They retain enough intelligence and memory to use guns and any other weapons. And they're hostile to just about everything and they perceive as a potential threat. Fight the Scorched as you would a raider, albeit one with a deadly plague. Of vital importance is keeping your distance to minimize the risk of infection. Stay in cover while you can, but give ground when you need to. Do not let them get close. I know that's not much to go on. There's still so much that we don't know about these creatures. Hopefully, it'll help at least a little. This concludes my report. Nope. And messages. And those are the same messages we've seen before. Alright, so that completes Final Departure. The quest that brought us here to the Morgantown Airport in the first place. And it sends us on the quest An Ounce of Prevention, which is supposed to take us down to the town of Charleston, the capital of West Virginia, and the location where you can find the AVR Medical. And you can get your Scorched inoculation. So, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more going forward in this series of completing the main quest, make sure to subscribe. If you got any questions or comments, leave them. I'll try to get back to you. And I hope to see everybody again next time. Alright. Thanks for watching.